Hey there, welcome back. This is Sea Power, Crysis in the Baltics, and we're immediately right into a fight as two harpoons, most likely originating from that Nox frigate, are trying to slam their way into the Marshal Ustinov. Ideally, I'd intercept these, if not with missiles, then with guns, because we still have short-range options. One intercepted. It's coming rather close. Flak going in, unsuccessfully. Come on. We have detected a radar signature. Okay. I reloaded the mission. I saved the mission and reloaded it to make sure the game runs slightly smoother. Although, a heavy emphasis on slightly, because if I press F10 you can see I have an FPS of about 10 to 20. And that's not to do with my system, that's to do with the game not really being able to secure a good FPS under these conditions. Hello. That's really not what I want to see around here. Oh, I also got A6s coming in. If they manage to strike together, we're gonna have an almost alpha strike situation coming in. That will most likely cripple the whole bunch. It might be time to get the aircraft carrier to start launching. You're reversing? That's an interesting maneuver. I thought I told the whole group to move, but we're not doing that. Anyway. Beyond the MiG-25s, I don't really have an answer to this. And that's not to say that they're presently quite far away. What can these things carry? That's 120 mile range. That's woohoo. Good thing it's an installation target. Are these harpoons or air-launched cruise missiles? They strike me as harpoons. There's lots of them. So they got 120 mile range. Range presently 135. They know where I'm at. They have their weapons in range, and they're most likely very quickly going to be able to use those. And to make things more interesting, we got a whole flight of F4s still coming in to make matters more difficult for the MiG-25s trying to get in. I might still be able to catch these A6s before they throw. Hostile missiles 7273. Which is where? Here. Aim 7s. You had to be one of those people, huh? They got one Tu-16K on their sights by the looks of it. How fast can you go? This thing is locked into heading for a waypoint. Because it's trying to RTB, and I don't think I can tell it to back off. No. This thing is basically AI controlled now. It might chaff, but that's the extent of it. And it seems that the Americans, or the French in this case, have sent everything against this one aircraft. You're shooting back. Hopefully we can shoot one of them down before they're able to successfully guide all those missiles in. But then again, it only takes one. It's a bunch of aim 7s rushing at it. Oh, now you're... now you're getting a bit panicked. They do have defensive spoofing aboard. Come on. Get these F1s. Holy shit, how many are there? Look at that. Jeesh. It's like an anthill in there. Hold on. Why am I seeing F-15s here as well? Goodbye. Got one. That was an F-15. What the hell? That's a very tight formation. A very tight formation. And I think... Our T-16K is still alive. Just. Do we have enough missiles to keep this up? Yeah, we got 34 left. You, get involved. Because that's another missile battery with 50-mile range, so we can use to throw shit at the enemy. And I don't believe we're seeing everything yet. Air search on. Air search is on. SA-2 battery, air search on. The more resolution we can get, the better, because we're seeing 2 radar contacts, but there's like 6 or 7 of them up there. You. We're almost in range of the A6s. The B-52s ought to now have range. They're 6 miles out. This Lutyens might still try and shoot me, so I'm gonna have to skirt their AA range. In the meanwhile, the Alpha is still rushing into position, but supposedly there's a damaged American submarine around. I got a notification warning me about you found a damaged American submarine. I thought, yeah, where? Because they didn't quite tell me that bit. Come on, hunt them. It might look like one. If they're flying this close in formation, perhaps we can shoot and get multiple kills with one missile. That would be ideal. You survived. Impressive. Oh, there's the chaff and the flares. And we don't care. Yeah, one's peeling off. But unsuccessfully so. Goodbye. Okay, good work. Are you reloading or something? You're not reloading. Oh, now we can see them. Shall we? Engaging 7299. Reloading. Preparing launcher. Oh, wait. Gentlemen, at this point, we can start throwing missiles. Not many, that is, because we don't have many. Orders. I need you to go... I think follow leader. Because if I follow leader and tell leader to go weapons free, we should start throwing one missile at each of these A6s. Engaging 7089. Which is confirmed. That's the lead A6. But you're gonna do that with the TD? With the 15-mile missile? No. No. You got this thing. Oh, but they're not detectable. What, you're too low? These bastards are flying really low. That'll make things more difficult. You're also looking to fight with the TD? But we got these things, and they're not just for display. Come on, I really do not want to fly into the AA range, but I have to make something happen, or I'm going to be at the receiving end of another 24 harpoons. Cancel, cancel, cancel. We'll just have to close in a bit. Stay outside of that AA bubble. Situation here. Still more surface to air going in. And I think our Tu-16Ks have just about touched down. Or are working on. Range 22 miles. Well, if we're going to be this close, I might as well use those shorter range missiles. Let's drop down to 6,000. Because I don't think we can quite illuminate them at that range. These are heat seekers. Maximum range of the missile was increased up to 60 kilometers. Not that one anyway. Prepare. Weapons free. The missile can't catch up with the target. What are you talking about? The missile is close to the target. This is not going to work, is it? This might require some hefty micromanagement, otherwise they simply refuse to do what I need them to do. Or, what they could mean is catch up to the target, like you need to be behind the target. I guess that would make sense. Not that I like it, but it would make sense. There we go, we got a missile. Good work. Interestingly, it's just the one. Down. And I need to start slowing down, because otherwise you'll overshoot this thing by an enormous amount. There's the bird. 1 kill equals the death of 4 harpoons. Ooh, he starts shooting as well! He started shooting. So if you started shooting, I suppose everybody else is going to start shooting too. Great. Come on. Get down. I think we got a sort of very narrow up and down radar scope. Which means right now I'm in trouble. And also they don't want to seem to die very quickly. Get me detections. The fleet's in trouble. No visual on these guys either. You guys up to no good? No, they still got all the missiles, so at least that's something. 1,000 feet. Where are they? Should have had 2 guys go high, 2 guys go low. Classified hostile helo, that's not what I'm looking for. This, however, is probably another Hawk battery. So another 18-mile no-fly zone. If they got a radar there, they probably got a shooter platform right next to it. 13,000 feet. 3,000 feet. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Nikolai is going to be under attack. Nikolai might be able to defend itself. These other attack boats only got short-range termits with 40 miles, so they don't actually even have range yet. Come on. Oh, that's coming off the Luchans. That's what we're seeing. Is it possible we passed the targets? Did we already bypass them? I need to have another early warning here. I can't see anything. I only have one more. Okay, 25 TS. Although I'm not sure if that would be able to see this. Come on. Well, there's a missile. So that's the good news. There's another. The missiles are, I think, faster than their launching platforms. But where are the platforms then? Oh, brother. Yeah, this is going to be decimating my forces, that's for sure. Loads of hostile missiles coming in. I don't understand where those birds went. Here? Oh, they just pissed off as fast as they could. Okay, fine. In this case, I think it would be more interesting to go after the B-52s. So that's what I'm going to do. Reassemble. You as well. Rejoin that formation. That's 245 OVP. And I'm going to tell 245 OVP to get back up to 39,000 feet. Bypass this and start hunting B-52s. Because the damage here has been done with these A6s. It's annoying, but there's not a whole lot I can do. As for the area down here, we're still hunting down additional F-15s. Apparently, whoever's Air Force is operating these is eager to lose more of them. We can arrange that. All the 216Ks are coming down for landing. Even got a MiG-23 mixed in there. At least these guys are safe-ish. Oh, hello. Who picked that up? The MPK-10. You did. Who among you had the SSN-14? Was that the Nikolai? This thing? Yes. Okay, we're gonna execute this submarine with that. I don't know if you're gonna be surviving this particular encounter, so let's throw 4 of them. Tube opening. Oh, you're gonna have to turn the whole ship around first, huh? Nope, you don't. Okay. Hostile helicopter coming in. Unidentified aircraft flying around. Talk. Does not respond. Other aircraft coming in. What type are we looking at? Unknown. Range is 14 miles. If this thing wants to, it could inflict some grievous bodily harm. But we have him on active or passive? Active and passive. Okay. Missiles are going out. Yeah. I need the Novorossiysk to also start launching additional helicopters to hunt this thing down. Give me 2 ASW birds. I have 2. But they're not really meant for this particular purpose. They're meant to go after whatever's in front of the 432 and make sure that's not going to be a problem. For now, these things are just loitering, but I rather doubt that's going to remain the case. What are we going to do? I'm going to tell you to leave the formation. That means we're going to hand off the formation to somebody else. You guys are going to floor it. And we're going to wreck this ship over here. I thought you were going to send 2 more, dude. Where's the rest? Come on. Suddenly the Nikolai starts speaking American. Classified hostile missile, classified hostile air. What hostile missile is that? Good lord, this thing keeps jumping around. 7375. Which is where? Here. I think. Yeah, it's an AIM-7. They're hunting down aircraft as we're landing. Shit, this entire platform is offline. How many launchers we got available? Most. We'll get to work then. Shoot! We got 28 more missiles. Get in there. Because this Tu-16K is just loitering, waiting for a landing strip. And that AIM-7M is going to take it out, meaning I get 3 fewer missiles to shoot at the Americans. Oh boy. Crap. In case you're wondering why I don't send up any additional fighters, because any F-15 is going to kill my fighters off. It doesn't really matter what I send up, they're just not going to survive. They don't have the capability of taking on an F-15. But my surface-to-air missiles do. So that's what I'm relying on. Well, there's that. Missed. Narrowly. Oh, sorry, that's the F-15. Goodbye. Yeah, that's an escaping F-15. There's a small tracked excavator running around outside. I'm hoping it's not making too much noise. Okay, we're almost at the submarine's location. Can you get it? No, you jammed. Shoot him! Weapons are free. Your sensors are... Oh, hello. Why were your sensors offline? Because now everybody fired a missile. That's a bit excessive. Oh well. These should be doing their dive mode. Oh no. Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. Target is not, repeat, not an American submarine. It's a whale. Or rather, it... Yeah, no, it's still a whale. Alright, new orders for you guys. Go drop sonobuoys. If we're hunting a submarine here, I'd rather do it away from the formation. Thank you very much. Rather than on top of it like we did now. Missile inbound on the MiGs? Really? From where? Foxbat 3 has a missile inbound originating where? That's weird. Now, is this thing really a priority? Because this thing is detecting a lot of my stuff. But it's 300 miles radar. Means that some of my units are still outside the detection. Good lord. There's a whole lot more out there. 6,000 feet up. The Foxbat has been hit by an AIM-7? What? Something's amiss here. We have a MiG-25 that's being hit by an AIM-7 from 7397. I'm not sure what missile that is, I'm not sure what platform that is, and I'm also quite sure that the MiG is actually fine. Because the MiG, Foxbat 2, is just here. Looking perfectly healthy. I think not even the game knows what's going on. Ustanov engaging. Oh, you guys are under attack. Alright. That would explain it. There's all sorts of hostile warship coming this way. And Ustanov's gonna have range on it. Up until the point where they dive. At that point, I don't have anything. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm just going to classify any flying object as hostile at this point. There's another hostile around there. This guy. 6,000 feet up. We're 50,000 feet up. That's a bit high. Relative to our targets. Yeah, it's an F4. We've managed to kill 2. Good job. This is going to be a point-blank engagement. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Up. Don't do that. This is either some sort of legendary... What the fuck are you hunting? Legendary pilot, or he's completely clueless. You're hunting 6, 7. I have no idea where that even is. But it's not a very high priority target. Because that might be behind you. Oh, guns! Cool. We're dogfighting now. We've got an F4 on you. Yo! Get over here. You don't need to get up to 10,000 feet or something. You just need to get around and start popping missiles into that thing. We even got one of those available. Shoot! Thank you. Salvo 2, shoot. Shoot. I hope he's not going to slam himself into the ground. He missed. I hoped, very much hoped you would turn around and actually do something useful with your life. But we're not doing that. There is a shadow. I'm not sure if it's mine or his. There he is, down there. Another. Good man. Stay with him. Hit. Kill. Turn. Parachute. Get him? Got him. Job done. RTB, RTB, RTB. Oh, there was an armed biz jet with exocets. Nasty. Funny to see somebody using those, though. Now, here comes the massacre that was, well, in the works for some time. That is all the AGM-84s that are currently going for the Nikolai. And she is going to have 0 chance of surviving all that. Unless they all get fooled by chaff somehow. But, you know, I kind of doubt that. That would be incredible. But also somewhat unlikely. Look at the train of things coming in here. Can't stop the train. Definitely classical saturation warfare here. And again, that's the way I would do it. There's the B-52 still up there. Is our airborne early warning system up yet? No? Any particular reason? You're clearing the runway. Well, go clear the runway then. She's not doing much of that. Nikolaev's intercepting. You have got to be kidding. You're not surviving that, are you? I mean, I want you to survive. That's not the problem. I just very highly doubt you would. Some of these are getting chaffed. Another harpoon intercepted by Nikolaev. Still about 6 to 8 coming, but some of them are getting jammed. Chaff is unavailable for the next 50 seconds, which means it's not a factor in the battle anymore. Come on. They're popping up. And they're slamming down. Goodbye, Nikolai. Ah, tis but a scratch. Flesh wound. Damage control. See? We're fine. Flooding? None. Can't flood this ship. Unfortunately, most of our weapon systems are no longer with us. But some of the SAN-3 launchers are. I don't know if we still have guidance for those. We even got the torpedo tubes available. For now. Unfortunately, that was just the first wave. Haha, chaff. Haha, no chaff. Okay. Boom. Who the fuck are you? These aren't even mine. What the hell? We got A7s chasing something? I never sent Tu-22s up there. Whose are those? Were they supposed to get transferred under my control or something? Because if they are, then they've not quite done that. This is such a busy scenario. How's the airbase? Well, we got the Tu-16s rearming in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Which at 14 frames a second is actually a bit more than that. We're still 40 miles out from the closest ship. Even if I would try, I don't actually have the range. Or sorry, I don't actually have the weapons to take everything out. Because this is anti-submarine weapon, this is anti-surface, and this is anti-surface as well. So we got 6 torpedoes. And they got... oh, they got 6 ships. No, we're fine. With one very low priority threat, the Angle. Okay. Can our MiGs make it over there? Maybe. Maybe. But we are flying into the no-fly zone, the Belknaps, which is dangerous. And we still have yet to find an American submarine. Busy. I finally managed to get the carrier unstuck, because there were 2 of those Yak-38s that refused to land. So I used the dev tool to manually delete them. Unfortunately, the Americans are also working very hard to delete me. And I wouldn't be surprised if they would be able to pull it off. There is the Buvoy over here on the site, which is doing its level best to shoot as many missiles up as it can. Because there's a bunch of them coming in, and this is that, I think, follow-up strike / remainder of the missiles that were launched by the A6s. And it's not all of them. Because there's also something coming in from the northwest, which is another flight of AGM-84s. In the form of an attack, or rather a partial attack, by the B-52s. I checked their wings, and they do have a distinct lack of some missiles. So yeah. They're able to throw missiles at me, and there's plenty more where that came from. Now these missiles have to get intercepted, because if this submarine tender dies, the mission ends. Right now, I'd say they're not going for the tender, they're going for the ship behind it, which is the Varyag. I wouldn't mind it, because I really don't need these things around. Everybody's shooting down missiles, and rather successfully so. Range to the Buvoy, 2 miles. Suez is engaging. There's one. Go on. Yeah, there's a submarine tender over to the left side. So they're not actually attacking that. Or at least there's no missile going for that at the moment. I don't get it. You have missiles, but you're not actually using them. Come on. Defend yourself! Because you cannot hope that chaff's gonna save you, and neither can you hope that somebody else is gonna save you. You're not reloading. You're idle. I think the AI for this ship just had a complete brain fart, because it's not actually doing anything. Much to my chagrin and their demise. Because this is gonna hurt. Good news is, I've already used their anti-ship capability. So, in that sense, it's not that valuable. This, however, is a substantially sizable problem that we are not actively mitigating quickly enough. Formation, orders, all the air search. I'm tired of looking for these things based on their ESM, so we're going to use radar. One intercepted. Well done, Marshal Ustinov. Ustinov is such a good ship. What is that, Slava? Yeah, Slava class cruiser. Fantastic. Doing a ton of work. There's only 4 more inbound. But look at the wings of the B-52s. Oh crap, they're now empty. These racks are now empty. So, there's a whole bunch more coming in where that came from. Problematic. What's your target right now? The Ustinov. Well, good luck. Because the Ustinov also has a very healthy amount of Suez. Right there. On the stern as well? No, I don't think so. There's Suez going in. Come on. Stopped it. This guy's going up into chaff. But only just. Is that the last one? Affirmative. If it's not going to hit this, it could still go long and hit something else. Oh crap, there's 2 more that we know of. Okay, you're not a problem. These 2 are going for the tender. The tender doesn't have any kind of a defense outside of a couple of guns. And right now our tender's not really a submarine tender, it serves very much as a repair ship. Come on. 2 harpoons could really end the mission here. Got one. He's going for chaff. I think the tender has saved itself by chaff. Oh crap, we're not done yet here. I don't think you got a range or a missile fast enough to catch that. Ooh, we got it. Good work. Get this. Because it's fooled by chaff for now. Go on, go on, go on. We're running a little low on missiles. We got it. The Ustinov has saved it again. Well done. Well done. Range? 50 miles. We need 40 when you use the termites. 43 in fact. What the hell is an A3? Entering service in the mid-1950s, the A3 Sky Warrior was the US Navy's strategic nuclear capability. Okay. And now they're coming in with Mark 83 bombs? And you think I'm gonna let you close in? No, you got something else coming. You are gravely mistaken. Now, considering that was a close call, I am tempted to launch a sizable strike using these ships, but there are still a couple of neutral ships around here. I do have range on them, yeah? Yeah, I got range on them. Because the Ustinov has 16 P500s. Much faster, incorporates intermissile data link. Yeah. It's much better than the airborne launched missiles that I sent after them. And on top of that, I still have the carrier with another, what was it, 12 missiles? 8. So we can send a salvo of 24 P500s. I think this carrier's bugged out. Because it's supposed to launch 2 helicopters, which are both below decks. Forward. Now, arguably, I can run without an air deck. Because the flight deck on this carrier is... Well, the flight deck itself is not bad. It's the aircraft that it launches which are really poor. Yeah, it's just refusing to perform air operations here. Incoming aircraft. These were butchering the other Soviet aircraft at some point. I think. I'm thinking my submarine here is still my best option to deal with this surface group. Just the best option. I can send 24 missiles after these ships here and see if they manage to get some results. Yeah, these helicopters. Oh, actually, no. They're moving again. Finally. Okay. I gotta wait for those helos to get launched. Once they are launched, I can start getting my missiles off. And over here, we have another AGM-84 coming in. Fantastic. Fantastic. More aircraft are coming in. Unknown type. 47 miles out for a good strike on these. These 15 termites, the P-15 termites, I'm not going to waste those on this group here. A, it would be a heck of a sail for them. B, there's just 8 missiles. So the chances of actually using those to get anything done are rather minuscule. Especially as the P-15 is not that good of a missile. The other missile is much better. The P-500s. So that's what I'm banking on here. Helicopters are away. Time to send the missiles on their way. All 8 P-500s. Off you go. Target? I don't know. Target the kid, but eventually they'll sort themselves out and go, yeah, we can go after that, we can go after that, we can go after that. The Ustinov. I need the Ustinov to also start blabbing. Because we need to send 16 of those bastards up. Good luck. Let's get some damage in on the Americans. Now, you could make the case, why do you even need them gone? Because they're not that much in the way. No. But they will be. They're coming at me at speed. That's 1. And 2, once they do get in range, they will start launching harpoon after harpoon after harpoon. And especially the Ustinov here has already spent quite a lot of her surface-to-air operations. So, 18 missiles might not be enough to stop whatever is coming in. And I believe there might still be more harpoons. There's one about to arrive. Okay, these are the missiles from the carrier cruiser. Yeah, you got 4 of them left. Three of them left. I don't know if these things are going to farm one enormous hive mind or not. Because these guys are all wingmen of each other. But how these things are going to behave, I'm not sure. No, actually they do seem to be data linking. Yeah, they're all linking up. So you can have separate launching platforms, but they all form, well, what eventually turns into the Borg in the early 2200s. And they start murdering everything. Very Star Trek-like. Now we need to see if these things will actually do anything. That, however, I'm going to keep as a bit of a cliffhanger. This is the end of part 3. This is also going to be the end of one of my ships here. And that's not what I was hoping to say. My poor Soviet ships. This is going to be the end of part 3. Part 4 coming up soon. And I look forward to seeing you guys there.